Let's see if that's worked. My goodness gracious me. Oh, I need to put me my phone on hook. There we go. Rightio. Blimey heck, what a mess. What a mess, what a mess. Let's see if we're all up and running. I know, my goodness. I preset it earlier today, and when I've preset it, I've not put my screen orientation to. Oh, I have not repeating myself. I've not put it on horizontal viewing. It's on vertical. Oh, goodness gracious. So I wanted to change it round, but it was stuck to vertical viewing. So in order to put it back onto horizontal, I had to end the stream to be able to put it on horizontal. Oh my goodness. And then I was running late. I would desperately needed toilet. I've not long since finished my tea. So I was rushing to toilet. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be late. Oh dear. Let me just delete that previous live so nobody's... No, I don't want to... I need to delete it. More actions. Delete forever. Right, I can do alt editing and stuff later. Hello, Jill. How are you? Thank you for joining. We are colouring in the portraits again. Last stream we did the lovely Mickey Mouse. This one. We did Mickey Mouse. But tonight the viewers chose Maleficent, which is this page. I gave people a choice to decide on which page we were going to colour. So it was between Snow White, Maleficent, and Tinkerbell. I find her. And Tinkerbell. So I gave the viewers the chance to decide what we were going to colour, and they ultimately decide on Maleficent. So here we are, we're going to start on Maleficent. I've already wrote my numbers down for the acrylic paint markers, so I can just dive straight in. Like I said on the post, on my community post, I'm only on until roughly about 8:15. I don't want to push it because my son Ruben, who's autistic, we play like a board game before he goes to bed, just so that he can wind down and be able to relax his mind, to be able to go to sleep. And it's been working a godsend for the last like a week or so. So that's why I'm coming off sooner. So... are you going to start our body colour soon? I will be, Mandy. I've just started on one of a body colour today. Somebody's asked me to colour this one with them, and I've literally started this afternoon colouring this one, and I just got overwhelmingly tired because I'm not sleeping very well on the night. I'm tossing and turning all the time, and I'm up and down to the toilet. I don't know if it's an age-related thing. I'm not even old yet. Oh, I don't class myself as old. I'm only 39 this year. But I'm constantly at the toilet. I don't drink a huge amount through the day. Maybe that's the reason. But I've also got leaky kidneys, so I don't know if that's also a problem as me going at toilet more frequently. So I'll get overwhelmingly tired in an afternoon some days. So I end up having a nap, which I did today. oops, I had about an hour and a half. But I started doing this one. I thought I'll just put some, I'm using my Neocolour tools just as a baseline, and I'll be going in with pencil work after. But it doesn't matter who you colour with, as long as you get the buddy colour done throughout that month. You can take however long you want. I mean, we agreed that you might not get it done this month or only into like into March. So it's okay. It doesn't matter what time you start. I'm usually a fast colorist once I get into a good pace of it. So, I mean, last month I managed 11. So I'm going to work my way through each buddy, as it all depends on what frame of mind I'm in for colouring certain pages at that day. But don't worry, rest assured, I will be colouring it soon. At any point this month, it will be coloured, and I will be sending you the finished picture. So don't worry. Good to hear, Jill. Really good to hear. There's quite a lot of colour by number books at the moment, Jill. This one's the Disney Portraits, Coleridge's is it Mysteries? I struggle with pronunciation the more you get to know me. So if I don't say it right, then shoot me. But I've not got a huge amount of these colour by numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might have about 11, 12. So I've not got a huge array of colour by numbers, but I've been buying these on and off by vintage sellers, and then I've had some bought for me for my birthday and Christmas, and that's how I've accumulated that many. And I've bought them and I've not coloured in them, and I've been really wanting to colour in them, but every time I use pencils, obviously you still see the numbers and the line work, and it just doesn't look right. I mean, you see the pictures at the back, there's no line works in them. Obviously there isn't, because it's pictures anyway. It's the old process of colour by numbers, but I want my pictures to look like that, so like this. And it's took me a while to figure out how to get that style of pictures done. And I come across my brush acrylic markers, paint markers, which is by Guangna. I've got the 168 set, and I've been looking and searching high and low for the bigger sets. I think there's 300 plus set, and I've looked everywhere. And then today I've come across someone selling some on Vinted for 150, 140, well, 150, but I managed to get her to drop it to 140. And it comes in a fancy yellow case, the brand new, not being used, still in packaging and everything. So I'm looking forward to receiving that set. I'll still use this set first until they're no longer available to use. But I'm really glad I've managed to get the 300 plus set, because that means there's more variety of colours. I mean, who doesn't want a variety of colours? So yeah, I'm just really glad to get that set. I've been searching after them for so long now, and I've always searched on Vinted to try and find a good, someone selling a good set. New. I won't buy ones that are open, because you're never certain if they've used it or not. I know they'll say new without tags, but if it's open, in my eyes, they've possibly used it, or swatched them or whatever. So I'd try and find ones that say new with tags, or you can see it's cellophane and stuff on them. So, but this one's got a yellow case and you can see it's cellophane on it, so it's new. But we'll see when we get it, and I can't wait to open them and swatch them. I mean, I've got the lovely thing, lovely paint pens. This is me swatch book for the 168 set. Yeah, 168 set. And this is your array of colours. So you've got your greens, different shades of greens, a couple of turquoisey greens, and then you've got your earth greens and blues, and then you've got your purples and pinks and leading into oranges, and they're all numbered on top of the caps as well. as long as you don't misplace, you know, if you get 2 pens at the same time and you misplace the pen lid on each one. And you've got your pinks and your reds into yellow and orange into brown. So a nice vast array of different colours. You've even got a couple of neons as well. A really nice set to have for these books anyway. But the only problem with the acrylic paint markers is you can't just do one layer. You've got to layer it. So you put one layer on, you move on to another colour, and then you can go back to the other colour and put another layer on. Or you can just keep going over and over, because they do dry pretty quickly. So yeah, it's entirely up to you. I mean, some people use markers, and if they don't like the page underneath, that's quite all right, you know. Anyway, I've yabbered on enough. Let's get started, because I'm 21 minutes late from colouring. So yeah, me too. I haven't started yet. I have other buddies to do. Exactly, Mandy. Just do it as and when you can. No rush. I'd rather you start when you're happy to do it and you feel comfortable, and you know, like you wake up and think, I'm going to start that page today. That's what I do. I come down, I'll flick through the buddies that I've got to do, and whatever page jumps out of me that day, that's the one that I'll start. This one, I'm not, Alien Worlds isn't my favourite book. So when somebody wants to do a buddy in it, I'm like, oof. But I do it anyway, because I know it's one page down from 60 pages to do. So I just do it anyway. And no, like I said, with buddies, I like it because they pick pages that I wouldn't necessarily go and say, I'll colour that page today. So it puts me in a position where I can colour a page that I wouldn't necessarily do, and it knocks it off, and you know, it's a page that's been done. Yeah. But yeah, don't worry about it, honestly. So the first one is number 1, and we've got to find 622. So 622. Let's find this one. So this will be for a skin, I believe. Maleficent skin. I prefer this Maleficent in the cartoon series. It's from the original Disney film. I just think she's really conniving. You know, and a laugh. Oh. Right, so number 1. It's quite simple once you get the hang of this. I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So number 1. So what's everybody been doing then? You all been keeping busy? I don't get that. We've got a letter Y, but there's no Y in this set. How strange. Let me just have a look. I bet this is a dud book or something in it. Oh no, it's black, but there's no Y. I wonder if that's meant to be Y. I'll put a Y there, because I haven't got an E on here. I've been searching for the E, and I couldn't find it. And then I've just been looking here, and there's Y, but there's no Y on the bottom. You know, the key code at the bottom. It goes A, B, C, D, E. But we've got no E. So I've changed it to a Y. My bloody luck, isn't it? But yeah, I've not had a bad week. Obviously Ruben isn't going to school at the moment. We're trying to get him to school, but it's just nothing's working. He's not happy. So I'm constantly in contact with school, keeping in contact with them and making sure that they know what situation is. I've had confirmation that they've sent off the stuff for his tribunal case, so it'll just be a waiting period now for me to go to tribunal. They've said it'll probably end it year before I get anywhere with that, so we'll see. I might have picked a too dark a colour for a skin. Oh well, it's all trial and error. I spent time with kids and that weekend. We had a little accident with my granddad on Sunday. Oh, don't get me started. He had a sweet, a strawberry sweet, and he got it lodged in his throat. And I finished up having to take him to hospital to try and get it out, because we tried every different scenario to try and get it to come out, but it just wouldn't budge. It was really stuck in there. Oh, shizer. That's number 2. I messed up a bit. Don't worry. Do not worry. That's number 2, so it'll be purple. It should go over that. It won't come out, so we ended up going and they ended up giving him a injection in his tummy, and it's loosened his throat muscles, but it's gone down. But he's complaining that his throat's still sore, and we've told him it will be for a little while. You know, it's just one of them things. You get something stuck in your throat, it's gonna be sore for a while, isn't it? Oh, I can see a face. I can see a face. Yeah, went out and did a bit of shopping, because we're getting a new sofa, we're getting a recliner sofa, 3-seater sofa and chair. We were in desperate need for one, because this one that we've got's rubbish, and it reminds me too much of history, you know, past stuff. I just want to get shut of it. Hi, Penny. It's all right. I've not long since finished my tea either. I was running late, so it's quite all right. I think I started at about 10 past, because I come on, and when I sorted my live thing out earlier, I've not put it on horizontal. I put it on vertical. So when I come to do it live, it's I've had it portrait where I tried to change it and it wouldn't let me change it, so I had to cancel live stream to redo it. Oh dear. But yeah, my granddad's alright. Is just, you know, a bit sore on his throat. Number 1 there, isn't there? It's his birthday on 16th. He'll be 91. And then it would have been, it still is, technically in my eyes anyway. Even though my nan's passed away, I've told him we're still celebrating the wedding anniversary. They would have been married 70 years. And he goes, that's entirely up to you. So I've got some stuff off Amazon to be delivered, to take up to grave, to put on grave for her on 18th, to celebrate the wedding anniversary. I'm just hoping, because in my area at the moment, there's a lot of thieves. So you've got to be careful what you put on gravestones, because they'll just pinch it. I'm hoping that if I stick what I've bought in between these flower pots, they might not see it and, you know, leave it alone. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. At least it'll be on their conscience for stealing stuff instead of, you know, especially off a grave. But I always bought something for the wedding anniversary. I always sent them a card. I looked high and low. We went to town yesterday. Town meaning town. Yeah, Penny, me too. It was a scary time, put it that way. I was petrified that something was going to happen to him, and if we left him, you know, worst come to worst. But he said, I'll bloody go. I'll go to hospital. Glad we went, but he says that his tummy's a bit sore from injection. I says, it will be. I said, it'll be under skin bruising. But other than that, he's not doing too bad. I went to town yesterday because it was my nail tech's birthday yesterday. And when I was having my nails done, she told me that obviously the day before that it was her birthday. I'm like, oh damn! If you'd have told me, I'd have got you something. So we had to go and get some throws from B&M for new sofa and chair, because obviously dog will be getting up and I don't want to ruin a new sofa and chair. So we've gone and got some throws for that. And then we called into town and picked her some flowers up and card and a little gift. And then went and dropped it off for her. She's like, oh, you shouldn't have. I'm like, give over. But I think that's it off at number one. I was there, oh, I've got her hand at this side, haven't I? While I was there, I tried to look for a wedding anniversary card, and I looked everywhere, high and low, for a 70th wedding anniversary card. And you know what? They're very, very rare to get hold of. I went to Card Factory. I went to local market stalls. And they didn't sell one 70th wedding anniversary card. So I finished up going on Moonpig, and I found one that I can change the dates on it, and it's a picture card. So I've put pictures of them when they was younger, and then I've put some it's in my nana and my granddad obviously together. So there's pictures of them both. I think there's like 6 different pictures I've added to it, and I've I said to my granddad, I says, I've got you a card. He's like, yeah. I said, it's coming from Moonpig, and I've done it so that it delivers on your wedding anniversary day. I said, but the problem is, it's a very, very big card. I've paid for the biggest one that you can possibly get. And he's like, oh, bloody hell. I says, but you'll like it. So I've managed to get one from there, and I've bought, there's a banner as well with a picture. It's personalised, 70th wedding anniversary banner, to put on grave. So we're just trying to celebrate that, even though she's not here, you know. I says, I'm still going to celebrate. They never got divorced. They're still together. It's just she's passed away, and my granddad's still here, but he still values the you know, the marriage as if she was still here. So why not still celebrate it? Dad still buys one flowers on 9th of July, which is their wedding. Oh, bless him, Penny. Well, I've ordered some artificial flowers to go on grave. There's two. My nan loved yellow. She got a thing for yellow, lemon yellow. She loved. She'd have lemon yellow all over the house, if she could. So there were lemon yellow and orange flowers, artificial ones. I'm buying artificial through winter months, and then once it starts picking up with better weather, then we'll start doing fresh again. But I think I might on this occasion just call at shop and, you know, pick some fresh ones up to put in other pots. But yeah, we've bought them so they'll last a little while. But I'm just hoping that the pots aren't too deep, because if they are, I might have to get some wire cutters to cut them shorter to put into smaller pots that's on actual on gravestone. But I'll take a picture and put them on Facebook so you'll be able to see Penny. But they're absolutely gorgeous. Hi Pam, are you all right, darling? Thank you for dropping by. Nowadays, it seems lucky if they get to 5 years, never mind 70 when it comes to marriage. That's true, Penny. That's true. I say, well, me and Bryce being married a year in March. That's come round quick. It's amazing how time flies by. But I'm hoping I'll never reach 70 years of marriage, but I'm hoping to get as far as I can. What you got to tell me, Mandy? I've been married 3 years in June, been together 13 in October. Wow. It's brilliant, isn't it? You think about it, how long you're together as a couple and how long you could have been married if you'd got married near enough beginning a relationship. You know, like 2 years into relationship, got married. Like me and Bride could have been married 18 years now. You know, it's crazy, but you don't think of these things at the beginning, do you? You're young and you're stupid. Well, I were in that case. And you don't think of marriage. Well, I didn't think of marriage at a young age. Having children, yeah, but marriage were a big commitment, you know. And when you're younger, it's that commitment's a big jump, you know, from having kids. I got my grandma's Bible and our family tree was in the Bible. Oh, that's lovely, Mandy. I've started doing my family tree, but it's online. And we have got quite a big family, to be fair, when we look at it. But we don't really keep in touch with each other. I think our family's like as own little families, like as husband and then as kids and as grandkids. But like my granddad's brother's side, we don't really talk to them that side of family much. And then he's got another brother. We do talk to his brother and his wife, and sometimes we'll see a couple of their kids, but that's it. But they've got kids and they've got kids and we don't even know who they are. It's crazy, isn't it? That sounds good. My mum loved greens. She would have had the whole house done in greens. Your mum with greens all over her, my nan with lemon yellow all over. It was funny, you know, because when they lived at house before they moved into bungalow, they used to decorate, and my dad used to, because my dad used to live with them, and my granddad said, "Oh, your mum wants decorating. She wants this room doing or that room doing." I mean, I was like, "Well, get paint and I'll do it for you." And she were a bugger. She'd pick a colour, and this time she picked like it was like a burgundy colour. It was very out of her comfort zone to be picking that colour. And my dad put it on wall, and as soon as he put it on, she whispered to my granddad, "I don't like it." But she got my dad to paint the entire living room in that colour. And then when he'd done, she went, "I don't like it." And he went, "Are you kidding me? You've had me paint all this room, all like majority at day, and then you've waited until I finish to say you don't like it." And then she kept the colour for a little while. And then she ended up getting me to look for lemon yellow paint at B&Q, sorry. I managed to find a colour that she liked, and then my dad painted it. And then next thing she's like, "I want passage painting." So we ended up getting another colour, yellow colour. And my dad was supposed to have painted it, but he was busy with work. And my nana went and got paint tub and paintbrush, and she was like to my granddad, "If you don't do it this weekend, I'm gonna bloody do it." Anyway, my dad were going out drinking. He'd already pre-arranged going out for a drink that weekend with my uncle. And while they were gone, she'd got paint tub and paintbrush, and she started painting walls, but she'd never take the pictures off at walls. She'd leave pictures on and go around the pictures. So when it comes to taking picture off, there were the paint from from the time before still there. She'd gone around picture instead of taking a picture off and, painting it. It was so funny. My granddad's like, what they're doing? And she's like, oh, I'm just, I can't be bothered to take pictures off. And he's like, well, you're supposed to take pictures off to bloody paint. Anyway, a few weeks later, my dad ended up just doing it for her. But it was so funny. She was impatient. And I see where I get my impatience from. And she'd always have a thing for, she'd have a living room a certain way, but she'd get bored of that layout. And she'd ask my granddad, oh, will you move the sofa here and cabinet there and TV there? And we're going to like, no, we only moved it other day. It's staying where it bloody is. And then she'd get me, Jane, you're going to wait, move it for me. Will you move this here? I'm sick and tired of it being here. I want it somewhere else. And she'd get me to move it. And then my granddad would come here and go, what they're doing now? I'm moving, getting her to move it. I don't want it here. And she'd do it all the time. And to be fair, I'm the same. But because my living room's chock-a-block with everything, because we've got 2 computer desks, Brian's got one for obviously his gaming, and I've got a bigger desk now. So my room's getting smaller and smaller for being able to move anything around. But it's because we've got a 6-seater corner sofa in as well. So that takes up a lot of room. So I don't know if that was Brian's tummy or his back end. But because we're getting rid of 6-seater sofa, and we're getting 3-seater and a chair, we might be able to move it around a little bit. But then again, we've got TV up on wall, so we can only have it one way, really. And it frustrates me because it's like, I'd have sofa here and I'll have sofa there and chair there or my table there. I'd need a big room, me. I've said that when we do eventually decide to move, I'm hoping that we have some sort of like dining room so that I can have dining room converted into my colouring room out it way, and I can move stuff around. And it's same with my desk. The amount of times I've moved things around to try and accommodate for stuff and have plenty of room to be able to move and put stuff here and put stuff there, you won't believe the amount of times I've moved things. I'm even looking now for shelves that will sit on the desk that I can put things on top of things and on top of other things, if you get what I mean. Just so I've got more space to put more stuff on. And Brian joking, I'm surprised your desk can even hold all that stuff that you've got. It's unreal. But you can't, with my walls, I've got, on my right side, I've got a fake wall. So you can't really put out in there, because as soon as you put a screw in there, it goes straight through. So you can't really do out on that wall. And then I've got where my monitor for my PC monitor is, that's the solid wall. And that we've got a floating shelf smack across that wall above me monitor. And I've got my pops on top of there. I'll have to show you before I finish my live stream. I'll show you my desk and everything, my layout. So I'm limited to what I can do with moving stuff on my desk as well, which is really frustrating. So I can't do out in my living room. I can't do out on my desk. So it's like, I need more space. I keep saying, I need a summer house out back. But then government will end up charging me for summer house then, because it'll be classed as an extra room, But I have to make do with what I've got, and I can't be picky and choosy. But hey, has everybody seen what Colour with Claire's on about doing? I were on about doing that at one point. I wanted us all to get together for like a big buddy group at an hotel, if you remember me talking about it ages ago. Claire were on about it, but only having like 20 people come and having to put tough up room and that, and share a room with colouring people. Have you seen it? Yeah, it's in the Bible I took the day I went over there. Oh, that's lovely, Mandy. I bet you've had a good look through that, haven't you? I bet that was that was funny. Just squares of different colours. My dad hates decorating. He says he's allergic to paint. He isn't just can't. You see, with me, I can decorate, but when I try looking up to the you know, like when you've got to go up to ceiling and you're going around edge, I tend to go dizzy. So I can't climb ladders to reach up to paint, so because I become dizzy, and if I go dizzy on ladders and fall, I've had it. So, but I have done my granddad's bungalow before my nan passed away, and that were quite scary because I had to get right up to ceiling. But I managed it best I could. It wasn't my best work, but it looked better than what it did, you know. But you've just got to try your best, haven't you? But last thing I did round there was I wallpapered the living room. Go on, living room chest wall where fireplace used to be. And then I painted it grey all on other walls. I mean, I loved it. But she only got to see it for about a year, if that. And then she ended up bed-bound in bedroom, bless her. But I was glad that she got to see it for a little while, you know. But I don't mind painting. I can paint, but if I get bored, you've had it, because then I don't want to do it. I want someone else to take over. And usually it's Brian. He's like, I'm not doing it. Because he's the same. He don't like painting, and he makes a mess. He doesn't take pride in it. Paint goes all over the place, and it's not on wall where you want it to be. It's on door frames and skirting boards, and you know, it's like I don't want him to do it to start with. But if I'm getting tired and bored, who's gonna do it? You know. Right, I think I've done that. Number 1. So we've got a face and a hand. I might have gone for a too much darker colour, but I was limited to colours. See, this one's number 1. Let me just have a look, see if I've got something a bit lighter, you know, that I can go over later if need be. I didn't realise it were a face and a hand. I suppose I could do, because this one is this colour, but there's not a lighter one to that on here. I mean, I suppose I could use that colour, but that looks a bit too light then. I mean, it looks different on to live stream than what it does in person. It looks a different shade altogether. You'll have to have a look when I've completely finished it. I have just rearranged and done a big sort out of my reading room. Got 3 bags of books to go to the charity shop. My dad says it's a wonder my bookshelves are still standing. Did you like your stitch that I sent you for your birthday, Penny? Wait for your birthday or wait for Christmas? I think it was for birthday, weren't it? I think it was for your birthday. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I've got to get that for a reading room. Did you see that Amy Ward is streaming all weekend this weekend for concert? No, I've seen a lot of people. I mean, I don't really come on I know it sounds bad. I don't really come on YouTube much. I spend most of my time with my family. And then odd occasion I'll come on to YouTube, and if I see a video pop up and I'll click on it and watch it. I noticed Chloe Claire sharing the Colour for Cancer stuff the other day, and I looked at some channels because I was subscribed to some anyway, but I looked at some channels and I subscribed to some, and I saw that obviously there were that Tubeathon going on at weekend, weren't there? But I were busy. I think it was Sunday, weren't it? My granddad had that accident, so I was at hospital for like 5 hours, well, 4 hours at hospital with him, so I couldn't watch him anyway. And I had my brother visiting from like, I think we're 1:30 onwards, and I did some colouring, so I think I managed to watch one. I think it was Piggy Pen's one I watched. I suppose it depends on time of day that you get to watch them, innit? But yeah, I saw that, but I haven't seen that one, Mandy. Are you watching that one? It all depends on what I'm doing at weekend as well. I have seen it. I don't think I could do it. I would be too worried about having seizures in the night with strangers surrounding me, if that makes... Yeah, I could understand that, Penny. I think it's better as well, because I think she said something about like cottages and stuff, you know, like in one of getaways in Midlands somewhere, cottages or a hotel, and people were saying I'd prefer a hotel because I'm my disabilities and stuff, and then someone was saying I prefer to do that with cottages and that. I couldn't sleep with strangers. I couldn't do it. Not only that, if I go to out like that, I've got to take my husband and Ruben with me. My 17-year-old, he can stay at home. He's fine on his own. He can look after himself. I mean, he'll be 18 in September anyway. But obviously with Ruben, I've got to bring him along with me, and I've got to bring my husband with me. So we'd be sharing a room. I couldn't have them sharing a room with strangers as well. It just don't make sense, does it? But I think a lot of people would have to take a lot of people with them. They won't go out. It'd be very rare that you'll get somebody that will go on their own, won't it? It's a stranger thing. Hi, Laurie. Hope you're all right. What am I doing? I hope you're all right, darling. a little bit tongue-tied. How are you? It's nice to see you. I love it, and he's protecting the bookcase along with a Bambi ornament and a Tinkerbell Funko Pop. I love it. Awesome. I knew it'd be a great addition to your reading room. It comes on at 4 p.m. my time. Right. Might be late evening then for us, won't it? Be something like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. I think you're 6 hours behind. 6 hours behind us, aren't you? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, it'd be about 10 o'clock my time. And that's on Sunday, did you say? Or just all weekend? Yeah. You see, on Sundays I have to go to bed at 10 for Ruben to be able to go to bed ready for school. But even though he don't go to school, but at this present moment in time, he's not going to school. So it's 2 p.m. Yeah, it's 6:53 here. That's awesome to hear, Laurie. I'm not too bad. Thank you for asking. What you been up to? 613 is the next colour. What you been up to? Yeah, I'm not great with sleeping in a new place. It took me so long to get used to sleeping at my friend's house, and I have known her since 2009. Oh, that's lovely, Penny. That's lovely. Well, we were going to go... we had a holiday booked for Prestatyn, North Wales, in August. We're going for 2 weeks, but something's cropped up, and we've had to change it from there to Mablethorpe again. Mainly so that we know where we're going and stuff. So we've got a 2-week holiday booked for the whole of the first 2 weeks of August. So I'm going to have to get people, if somebody's sending something for my birthday, they're going to have to wait either send it before I go away or send it after I get back. Because I go on the 31st and I don't get back while the 14th, I think. So I'm going to be telling everybody, you know, we'll sort it out closer to time. But I think getting away is going to help a lot. And not only that, it's cost us a fortune because it's in summer holidays, and but I've never been for 2 weeks, and I just want a big break, And we've got a dog that's coming with us and all. We never forget her. She always comes with us. Hey everybody that's watching, hope you're all well. Come and say hello. Don't be shy. Oh, kawaii tarot. Isn't that one of your one of your chosen four, Mandy? I'm going to go and help out while her parents are away. She's in a... Yeah, carers are expensive. I mean, when my nan was bedbound, we were using the NHS carers. And don't get me wrong, they were lovely, when they come to assist her and that. But I think they could have done with a bit more training, and some of English they didn't understand, because there was carers that had come from abroad to learn. And not only that, the company also sent male ones, which we weren't right happy about. I mean, Andy weren't quite happy either. She didn't want males to do it, but it were who were available at the time. And they had to bring male ones. And my nan weren't happy. She'd said that they come in and sit on bed and just mess about on phones, and it were like they weren't doing the job, 100% doing the job properly. And she did get bed sores, and we ended up getting social involved, and it were a nightmare. She were in hospital one at times because she kept getting infections, and she were in hospital for a little while, and that's when we found out she'd got a really bad bed sore, and it was really close to being 4 degree bed sore, which is really, really bad. It can turn infectious and whatnot. And they're like, because they were meant to turn her over. Like when they come to see her, they were meant to turn her over every 4 hours. When they come to see to her, they were supposed to turn her over one way, leave her for until next time they come, then turn her back the other way so she weren't getting sores. And they were saying that they were doing it, and when every time I visited, she was in the same position all the time. She'd not been moved. And I mentioned it to them, and they got on at them, and then they started turning her, but they'd only turn her so far because she'd got, like, I don't know if it was scoliosis, is that what you call it, where her back were bent, so like it were bent like bowed, but then it were off centre, so it were all more to her left side, bless her. So even if she wanted to turn onto her left side, she couldn't do it on her own because of her back, how it was shaped. I think it's called scoliosis. Is that the term for it? Scoliosis. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, scoliosis. That's a spine had got a curvature coming out of her back, and then it were going sideways to the right. So her spine it needs surgery really bad. But with her age and that, there were no way they'd operate on her. It was just absolutely awful. Yeah, it were right. It literally, if you looked at her back from behind of her, her spine wasn't straight down. It were protruding outwards, like facing you. So it were like an arch, like a bow, sticking out at you. I forgot what they called that term as well. But then it was off centre, so her spine were also bent right to the right. She was in a lot of pain, and I kept asking and asking to give her pain medication that would help with pain, because she was always going like, oh, my effing back, and rubbing her back and her hips, and she just was in so much pain. And it went until I think last week of her life they actually put her on morphine. It was oral morphine though, it weren't injection morphine. But she was in so much pain, bless her. If I could have took it off her, I would. But it were awful. They don't get enough time to actually care for the patients they need, and you're right, they need more. They do. They definitely do, Penny. Oh, that sounds so painful, poor love. She's not here no more, Mandy. She passed away on 3rd of July last year. It's she died of old age. She got liver disease, or yeah, liver disease, and something else. But that it was more of old age that she passed away from. It was just a time blessing. And she used to joke to me, "I'm not going until I'm 90 bloody 5." And I says, "I hope you bloody don't." And she passed away 2 weeks before her 92nd birthday. And it was awful because me and my brother had planned to give her a proper birthday best we could, you know. Even though she was bedbound, we were going to like go all out, get her cards and birthday poppers and, you know, big birthday cards and a big cake. And my brother's like, "She was bloody selfish." She had to just go, didn't she? She couldn't have waited. You know, just joking about and that. But it is what it is. You know, we miss her dearly, very much. But I know she wouldn't want us to be upset and dwelling on it. She knows we love her and miss her. And I know she checks on my granddad. Oh, she does. That one is done. I'm going to move on to the next one, which is number 3. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. It might look really dark on the picture, but it's the only colours that I had available that would match what's on the key code. So this is why I wanted the bigger set, the 300 and odd set, because there might be, you know, lighter colours in there. So thank you, Mandy. Yeah, she was the jigsaw piece to his family. She did hold us all together, you know. But I know she's weird in spirit. I try not to talk about it too much because I get too emotional. But I'm holding it together. Number 3. So number 3. No, it's fine, Penny. It's fine, honestly. Number 3. Sorry, I keep checking back and forth, make sure I'm colouring right areas. Oh dear. I don't want to mess it up, you know. So number 3 starts here. Oh, I managed to go and get my nails done as well. My nail tech dropped me a message saying, "Oh, I'm back at work. Can you come in on Monday?" I sure can. I went in. She's like, "What we having this time?" "Valentine's nails." I went, "Of course. It's Valentine's Day on 14th. So she goes, "What colour?" "Red, I'm guessing." I'm like, "Of course, red." I says, "But I want to know if you've got any love art stamps." And she's like, I've got love art ones, yes." She goes, "You're going to make me go all out, aren't you?" I went, "I am." I like to be different. So I technically we're going to have heart on that one and heart on my thumb. And she put it on there, and I went, "Just put one on there as well." So she put one on there, and I went, "Oh, bugger it, just put them on them all." She goes, "Don't be complaining if it's too much." And then when she did it, when she'd finished, I looked and I'm like, "They look like polka dots." Polka dot nails. She says, "Yeah, because it's traditional that it's red and white in it for polka dot." And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "But obviously the love arts, but the little love arts, really cute." And I only took a little bit of nail off as well because I go back in like 5 weeks to have this set took off and another one put on. I like to maintain my nails because for a long time when I was younger, I used to bite my nails terribly. I'd like really bite them down to bone near enough. And then something just clicked into me to stop biting. And ever since then, I've wanted, well, I think it was for my 30th. I wanted to go and have my nails done because we were going out for my birthday. And I found this nail tech. And she's been my nail tech ever since. I think I didn't go for a couple of years because she moved. She moved. She moved. She moved studios, so it were a bit more difficult for me to get there because I were get a taxi. But I've started to go back again, and I love going. It's my pamper day. I pamper myself. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Penny. But it's his wedding anniversary in March, and I go for my nails doing at the beginning of March. I'm just debating on what colour to have for that period of time until I have my next session. So just wait and see. I did see like a platinum glittery colour that I saw. I'm like, oh, I do like that. So I think I might go for that actually. But not have no artwork on it, just have that plain and simple. We'll see. I can change my mind like I can change my knickers, which is very often, of course. Always changing my bloody mind. Do the colours of your wedding. Well, my wedding was burgundy. I didn't go traditional. My flowers were burgundy colour. Burgundy and white. I think that goes all the way down there. It's funny because your first one is paper, isn't it? Your first year. So with paper it'd be white. All other thing would be like when French nail with a different colour tip, probably a burgundy tip or something. Might be a bit off that though. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? French burgundy tip. Oh dear. I get some bloody ideas in my head, don't I? I'm on number 3, aren't I? Pardon me, I do apologise, guys. It's because I'm drinking fizzy pop. So, what pre-orders has everybody got? I know I've pre-ordered Maria Troll and Anna Carlson. I know I need to get, I think it's Enchanted Relics. I've got the Wolf Moon one from Mythographic. I need, there's quite a lot of bloody Mythogoria ones, but I don't colour in them as often as I would the Mythographics. And I need to colour more of those for this year anyway, for part of my yearly tag. But I always want to keep on top of the mythographics. I just find that they're really expensive sometimes. I try and keep down as much as I keep, wait until they come down as much as possible. I always keep checking Blackwell and Amazon Prime to see if there's any change in prices. I'm going to do a mythographic March. Oh, yeah. I'm doing a year tag, Laurie, where you write down your favourite artists, and then you put them all in a random name generator on Google, and you spin it 4 times, and whatever 4 comes out is the 4 that you colour throughout the year. And you can colour one of each artist for each month, or you can colour one a month, one picture from each artist a month until end of year. It's entirely up to you how you take that approach. And my artists are Rita Berman, RJ Hampson, Mythographic, and Maria Troll. So that's a reason why I want to get colouring the mythographics. That's the only one that I didn't colour for last month. So I'm trying to keep on top of that, as well as keep on top of my buddies. That's why I've limited my buddies to 5 a month. So I'm not overwhelming myself with buddies and trying to keep up with hashtags and stuff. Because I promised myself I'd try and join in with my hashtags as much as possible. Even though I love my buddies colouring as well, I wanted to keep them both on side. It weren't me that picked them, Laurie. It was Google. It was the Google random names spinner that picked it for me. But yeah, I'm grateful that it picked those because they are my favourites. I mean, like I say, if you need to write down your favourite ones, there's no point writing down ones that you're not interested in, that that you wouldn't necessarily go to on a daily basis. But write down the ones that you're really interested in and put them in there to see which one gets picked out. But yeah, I was very lucky. I managed to colour a Rita Berman last month, and Maria Troll, which were part of a buddy colour anyway. And RJ Hampson was one of the hashtags, one of the chosen pages by someone else on Instagram. So that made it a little easier for me as well. So I'm always looking for stuff like that, to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah. But I've also got a mythographic group on Facebook that I run with a lovely lady called Emily. She helps out as well with the themes and stuff, challenges, and I'm open to joining some of the themes on that group, on the group as well. Might help me to motivate colouring in one at pages. But I've noticed it's February. Sorry. So it's a month where we colour lots of fairies. It's February. It's February month, as well as Valentine's month. So everybody gets, really busy colouring those types of pages throughout February. So I'm just going to have a browse through. I've not had time to look through my books yet. I wrote some hashtags that I'd like to join in, but whether I'd get chance to or not, I don't know. But we'll see. Might be a case of starting and going back to them at a later date or something, at least to start them then. Ooh. You've got a whipping Rita Berman. I've not got. I tend to not have whips if I can. I always try and get pages finished. I don't like having whips because I'm a funny person like that. I will not start another page and leave that one and then go on another one. I always tend to just, you know, finish that one before I start another. I've always been like that. It's funny because when I first started out colouring, I had this thing where if I started a colouring book, I had to work my way through from front to back. I wouldn't hit and miss on pages. But as time's progressed, I mean, blooming heck, I've been colouring now for, is it 9 years? 9 years. 2017 I started. And I try to take myself out of the comfort zone of certain things. And when I first started out, I'd like I said, a front to back, and I wouldn't venture off to a different page. But as time's gone on, I've learned to venture and come away from that method of doing one and then doing another page after that in order. It's funny, isn't it, how we change dynamics on how we colour. But I suppose it's the same as learning new techniques and stuff, really. It's a good way of adapting and learning different art techniques and whatnot. But yeah, I can't believe it. 9 years I've been colouring. 80 whips. Blooming hell, Mandy. That'd give me itches. I'd be like, oh God, I've got to get these done. Is that in like all different books as well? Blooming heck. I'd have to do them all before I even got started on doing any more. Oh, jeez. Hi, Dawn. It's all right, darling. Hope you're well. Yeah. No, screw that. I'd have to get them all done. 80 whips. Jeez. Got more patience than me. I can tell you that for a fact. I don't think there's any more number 3s. So I'll put that down. I don't think I need to go over that colour either. I think it's settled really well. Number 4 is 666. Ooh. 666. Hope you're well, Dawn, darling. What you been doing? How are you? All different books. I only have 4 whips and that's enough. I have no whips as it stands other than this one. If obviously I'm not going to get it all done in this live stream, but yeah, I've definitely got to have no whips. I couldn't do with whips. They drive me blooming nuts. They would. Good to hear that, Dawn, darling. It's nice to see you. Number 4 is over here. Number 4. I think these are really good. You know, when you've finished it, you look at it and you go, "Oh, it looks really nice."
Yep. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's my husband on his game talking to his friends. I tell him he can talk. As long as he don't get too loud or swear, you know, but to show a nice impression that we're not horrible people. No worries, Laurie. Thanks for dropping by, darling. Take care and I'll see you again soon. I'll be live again next Wednesday. Take care, darling. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much. I had them done on Monday.
What are you doing? Day raids, night raids?
Number 4. Is there any more number 4s? I'm just having a sprout around to look for number 4. Number 4. I think it's just on his head, isn't it? Let's see. Let's be nosy and cheat. Oh, it could be a nails. Or that might be another colour. No, that's 5. 5. So that's the next colour. We just have a sip of my can of port I need. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need another can. Oh, go back over that again. Does anybody have them 3D gel pens? Is it by Langwa or something? I forgot what they call them. 674. 674. Where are you? What's there? Number 5. So where's that? That's this one. And the nails. I'm a pain in blooming ass, aren't I? It looks like a... I don't know if this is going to be the right colour, but oh well. Oh well.
It's irritating. Told you.
What a message. Oh. Oh. Just replied to something.
People are just idiots.
I've not bought gel pen in a long time. Yeah, I don't necessarily use gel pens, but I've seen people using the 3D gel pens. More so for like little things on the pages, you know, like in the I do apologise. More so in the like in the Joanna Bashford pages, and Maria Troll pages. I've seen some people using them and they look really, really nice. I was thinking of getting myself some. Number 5. I hope this is the right colour. Oh, I don't know, it could be. It looks... I suppose it depends on what it looks like when it's all dry. But I saw somebody using them for little things on the pages and it's raised up off a page. A bit like a gel pen, but it's got a dome. A bit like... oh, you know, like your glossy accent. A little bit like that, but gel form, if you get what I mean. Look really good. I might have to get some to try some. But I think they're hard to come by. Because I know you could get them at one point on, I think it was, oh, what's it called? Temu. And I know, is it Shine? They, or Sheen or whatever. They also sell them, but I think they're a bit more expensive. Baby, you got me another kind of pot, love? That one's empty. Tie that on. I'll have to see if I can grab some. And show them on here, and then you can have a look yourself. I can't remember who it were that I saw doing it. I think it was I was just skimming through Insta, and saw somebody using them on the page, and I'm like, ooh, they're nice, different, you know. And cool. A good egg. Dry throat. That's what you get for talking too much. Number 5. There's no on it. I think this is the only thing we, you know, searching for where the numbers are. I'm just going to turn this round just a second. You'll find that when I'm doing this, I'm rather quiet because I'm concentrating. I'm not being rude.
You tell him doing that tower thing will no good, pointless. What's never doing that.
What's everybody's favourite Disney movie though? Mine is definitely Sleeping Beauty, without a matter of a fact. She was always my favourite.
It's just pointless. Well, we went up.
So, whose is your favourite Disney film?
We can't even say we had All the Glory even. That's the one All Glory, the other is garbage.
Let's go over this one to make it thicker.
Oh.
Little Mermaid, it has always been my favourite. I wanted to be a mermaid. Yeah, I loved Sleeping Beauty. That was my first, and then Little Mermaid was my second. I said I used to jokingly say, well, I said joking. I used to say when I was little that I was Ariel, and my birth mother was Ursula. I used to go, Mum, that's you. She's like, thanks. And I used to say, well, you've got a big body and a little head, and you remind me of her. Still does. Sorry. Me and my mother doesn't get along. I haven't seen my mother in 8 years. I'm not going to go into deep depth, but me and her don't get along. And she said some horrible and nasty things and tried to get my kids took off me at the time. So that's about it as I'm going to go, because I've got spies on my YouTube channel that watch. And then moan about what I say on here. Going to get me done, you know. So I'm not going to say much. But yeah, I don't have out to do with him, and I never will. Or my step siblings. They're not. I don't even class them as that. It's me, my brother, my granddad, and my husband and my kids now. I never want to see her again. And I don't miss her. Oh, I've missed a number 1 there. A thumb. I think it's a thumb. Naughty Jane. Naughty Jane. But yeah, Little Mermaid were probably my second favourite Disney movie. Because they're all on I think it's Disney Plus, isn't it? They're all on there. And I watched Sleeping Beauty. And then I watched, what other one I watched? It was Fox and the Hound. That one broke me as a child. When I first watched Fox and the Hound, it broke me. I cried so bad. Like, can't do this to me. But yeah. I was going to start watching them with kids, you know. But Elijah's too old now. Ruben, he won't watch.
It'll take me 23 hours to do it when I finish. Remaining 2 missions off. Yeah, that were on PS4. I'm doing it remastered. And then I'm going to finish that Miles one off. Yeah. I platinum the second one.
It's alright, somebody's asking me something. But yeah,
I don't think there's no difference.
I wanted to watch all Disney films with him. So, because why does I don't know why it does this, but on my phone, the picture on the screen looks so different to me. The picture that's actually in front of me, it's bizarre. I wonder why it does that. Weird. Anyway, it's number 6 is 780. So I need to find 780, which is this one. I love watching Disney movies. I probably will when I am an old woman. Yeah, I think it's. You see, Brian won't watch the girly ones. He'll watch the latest cartoons. It's more for the later cartoons than the old ones, you know, the 1980 ones. I love those ones. I'd prefer those over newer versions. I don't know why, but I just do. I think it's because it's that era that I came from, and I prefer that type of movies, you know. But he won't watch them. So,
I can hear one.
But never mind. Maybe at some point I'll get a chance to just sit and watch them for myself, you know. Number 6.
Yeah, I could hear it. It was really fucking painful.
Thank you, Brian.
Sorry.
I do apologise, guys.
I just remembered.
Him and his dirty potty mouth.
Sorry.
And this, guys, is why I want my own room.
I know that, sorry.
I know now. I told him an hour and a half ago. You know. Now, is that part of that? Go on, you can laugh, guys. It's alright. He swears all the time. It's terrible. Yeah, it goes over that as well. He does swear a lot. He's that kind of person. And he speaks his mind. I don't love him any less. I just don't like him swearing when I'm on live stream, you know. It just makes, I don't know, it's like a bad image. It's funny. I mean, I'm not prude. I do swear myself sometimes, but only when I'm really pissed off. I used to be really bad when I was younger. I used to swear all the time. Be effing this, effing that. And then we're going to be like, do you know, it sounds absolutely terrible listening to you doing that. Stop it. I'm like, I can't. It's like, it's wired. My brain's wired to do it. It's weird. And then over time, I've just learned to adapt that I can't keep swearing like I were. It's not nice. a little bit darker than
It's
that, but
like glitched. It's like raised up more than the rest of it. There's no in them anyway, it's just eels and smoke grenades.
ooh.
Oh,
Everybody's quiet. Come on, guys. I've put music on, but I'm not allowed to have music on because even I don't get paid for my channel anyway. So, but it puts me video on a bad mojo. It says demonetized, but I'm not even monetized. So, I just do all this in my spare time as a hobby. I don't get no money from it or out like that. So. Ruben's singing. What's him? So that's number 6. I don't think there's any more sixes. 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. I can always come back if I miss any. No, it's all right, Penny. It's just everybody was going quiet. Sorry, Colin. Well, oh, is it the group buddy colour page you're doing, Penny? It's all right, Dawn. It's okay. It's okay. Number 7, 741. 741. Won't it be cool if I get this done before I finish? Just have a look at this.
Yeah, I've just shot it this one.
Oh yeah, I think I quickly saw it before I come online. I went on Facebook because I was doing something. I think I quickly glanced at the whips that people were doing. It started to look really nice. I want to do part at Buddies on there as well, so I might even start the same page, to be fair.
You need like 5.
Number 7, but we'll see how I feel. I just don't want to pressure myself into a page that I don't necessarily want to colour, but I want to join in, because obviously Mythographics, one of my chosen artists or books series to do for this year. So I think it just kills 2 birds with 1 stone, really. Yeah. But we'll see how I go.
It just fell off. It was like slowly sliding.
I'm going to hop in the shower. I'll text you on Instagram. No worries, Mandy. Take care, darling. And thank you very much. Enjoy your shower. Speak to you soon, darling. But yeah, I didn't want to I didn't want to force myself into a page I didn't want to do, but it kills 2 birds with 1 stone, really.
I've got one.
I've just got to be in mood, and that's the problem with me lately. If I look at a page and it doesn't draw me in, I won't colour it. It just frustrates me. Because I want to join in, you know.
No, outside, mate.
But then I don't want to force myself into a page and be fed up and not enjoying colouring it. I think that's the main thing. You've got to enjoy it, page, haven't you? If you don't enjoy it, then there's no point colouring it. 7.
Yeah, there could be one as far as that car. but I'm gonna check down the road.
Mm.
It's not one there.
I have to go do my walk soon
I'll
here.
prefer
No
that
worries,
mark.
Dawn.
It's
It's
black.
nice to see you anyway. And thank you for stopping by.
Sometimes they put them in car. Mm-hmm.
I'm live every Wednesday anyway, unless stated otherwise. I think it's one day in March that I won't be live, which will be mine and Brian's wedding anniversary day. We're going out for a meal and obviously spending the day with each other. So I won't be live on that Wednesday.
Is it just the one I've done, or have they done one as well?
I'm sure you'll understand.
Did you check right back of that white car? Kai? He must have wrote. Is that the only one that we need?
Sorry, I'm being quiet, guys. That concentration face again. Ooh. I'm going off at screen as well, aren't I? Bye, Dawn. Take care, darling. Speak to you soon. Thanks for dropping in. I'll probably do a plain light blue marker for the background. Oh, yeah. I mean, with a graphic, I can look at your picture. Penny. Yeah. I don't want to sound rude or cheeky. Are you good at sunrise, sunset pictures? You know, backgrounds. I think a nice sunrise would be nice on that picture as well, if you're able to do it. But yeah, blue background would look nice as well.
It could be in that house over there, though, I don't think.
Like all ladybugs are coming out for the food, you know.
Yeah, not that one.
I always tend to look at a Google picture for me sunrise sunset pictures, you know, for my backgrounds. Don't want to make you feel pressured in doing it though, you know. I'm just saying that it would look nice as a sunrise background as well.
If it's going sharp, you can do
7. Yeah, I'm not bad, but it would be a pencil background. I'm better with pencil background than marker. Yeah, if you're up for it and that, I'd definitely try and give it a go. If all else fails, you can rub it out and use marker pen, can't you? But yeah, I think a sunrise one would do nice on that page. We're on number 7, aren't we? Is anybody else live streaming tonight? Or is it a quiet one this evening? I said this evening, but majority of people, you know, some are USA and other parts of the world. So when it's evening for us, it's daytime for them or nighttime for them. 777. 07. 07, yeah.
Oh, I've had it. There you go. I've had all them ones.
Tummy growling. Have you got any new supplies, Penny? I could do red into orange and into yellow. That might look pretty. Oh yeah. Red into orange into yellow. Yeah, I think if you started like, if you don't go from like bottom to top, if you go off center a bit, Penny, so go to your right a bit and make it a bit off center. Start with red. Don't go really dark red. Go a lightish red into orange, and like gradually maintain the colours. So a red and then an orange that'll mix into that, but not too dark, into a yellow. But do it like all different different shade of mediums, if you get what I mean. Do more yellow at the like top left. It should look really, really nice, that.
Are you shooting that rocketeer?
But yeah, if you do red from your right bottom corner and go up into your top left corner, I think that would look really nice. That, like the sun's coming up from the bottom right corner. Look really nice, that. You'll have to let me know what you decide. Number 7. Looking for number 7. Number 7. Oh, we've got a number 7s here. Number 7. Ruben's not having a good time. What game?
Have fun. Alright, well.
Number 7. I think that's it for the number 7. I can always come back if I've missed any, can't I? I'm just going to go over these though. Yeah, I haven't brought any new supplies for a while. Trying to be good. I haven't used my Prismas and my Polies as much since I got my Luminance and Lightfast. They are really good pencils, them. I really like them. I think I do need to, at some point, do a restock of my Fabers and my Prismas. I think I'd like to just buy a whole brand new set, to be fair. But again, it's having the funds to be able to do that, and we're going away. I can't afford to be buying too much of a
Are you doing any more, or?
Too much of it, buying stuff when I've got to save for a 2-week holiday, and with 2 kids and all, one being a teenager going into adult, and then one that's autistic. you need the funds for the holiday. So it might just be one of those things that I'm just going to have to wait till possibly Christmas to treat myself to another set.
Alright.
I'm not a fan of luminance pencils, but I don't like the light fast. I would love to do when drawing pencils. Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of people using them. I'm not having too much of a problem with light fast and luminance.
Yeah,
but it's like all else, isn't it? It's all about preference and what people prefer. I mean, I've still got my Artex pencils.
yeah, I think that's.
But I think I sold me my Artesas. Because I've been selling the ones that I'm not really using. You know, there's no point keeping pencils that's just going to gather dust. The ones that I weren't using anymore, I've sold. I'd rather them go to people that'll use them. I suppose it all depends on the paper as well. You know, quality of paper depends on what pencils I use.
Yeah.
Ooh, tummy. Oh.
Alright, I will catch you.
Right, we've just done number 7, so we're on to number 8. 741 that. 697. 697. There we go. Yeah, Prismas are fantastic on the mythographic books by far. I tend to go to them a lot. But I think I'm gonna give me light fast and luminance to go in them books as well. But I like to use my Neo Colour tools as a base layer in that book as well. Or sometimes I'll use my Faber-Castell Poly watercolours, my Albert Durers. Sometimes I'll use those and use my Faber-Castell Polys on top. I think it all depends on colour, on page I'm colouring as well. So, right, we're on number 8. So we're over halfway, roughly. Oh. So we're on number 8. We've got number 8 over here. I think I picked the right colours for this. That's a point. I don't think I've tried my light fast pencils in a mythographic. Well, I tend to use the Albert Durers sometimes in the mythographics. They're nice as a watercolour layer, and then going in with the Faber-Castell Polys on top as a, you know, for depth and stuff. Really, really nice. And work a treat in that book. Well, in them books. I think I'm a little bit annoyed with the paper quality in the Wolf Moon book that just come out. I really hope that the other books aren't the same. Because I've noticed the paper quality in the Wolf one is much thinner than its predecessor books, which is very frustrating because the price price of the book is still the same as what it would be if the paper quality hadn't changed, which I think stinks, you know, robbing us, really. Don't get me wrong, pictures are lovely, but to charge us full price and paper quality is much thinner. It's like the ones from the Mythagoria series, the paper quality from that. It's just sad to see that they're making paper thinner, but they're still charging us full price. When it come and I've touched it, I'm like, this isn't correct paper, and I thought, is it a fake? You know, I was unsure if it were fake or not, but when I looked into it, it's not fake. It's just they've reduced the paper quality for some ungodly reason. Fingers crossed that the other books don't come out like that. We can only hope, can't we? Time's flown by. Yeah, it sucks to see I haven't got any Mythagoria books. They are not my cup of tea. Well, I've got but I think it's a case of the quality of the paper in those books. Like I said, they're much thinner than the actual mythographic books. I was gutted because the paper quality, the mythographic ones, they are really good for maintaining watercolor paint. When I use water on it, like my Neocolor tools, the amount of water I used on one of the pages were unreal, and it held it so well. So when I saw that it was much thinner paper, I'm like, this ain't good, because I know for a fact that paper will not hold watercolor as well as what the other ones do. So I was like, but it is what it is, isn't it? You just got to make most of what you've got. See what works well in it. Work well. Trial and error. Oh, I watched, has anybody else watched it? I've watched that Predator Badlands the other day. And when it first came out, I weren't too fussed, because I'm more for the old style movies, you know, from 1980s and 90s. And when I looked at the trailer, I'm like, no, I'm not going to like this one. But I bought it the other day and I watched it, and it was alright. It weren't too bad. I'm thinking about going and watching, or waiting till it comes on Prime, and watch that Wuthering Heights, is it? I've never read the book or watched old one. I think it's because it's got Margaret Robbie in it. It looks good. There is another film that I want to watch as well, but I can't remember what it was now. I can't think for the life of me what it was. It's gonna drive me nuts. You know, when it's there in the back of your mind and it's just slipped away. Yeah, that's another one I want to watch as well, Penny. Were it good? I think for me it'd have to be like a proper marathon and watch the entire ones, you know, from beginning to latest one. I think I'd have to just have a marathon. That's another one that's coming out, another Scream movie, isn't there? That's on Disney Plus, I think, already. The Waterman went on forever. What, the Fire and Ash one's on Disney Plus already? Oh, I've gone over there. That's goes to 9. Thank God it's a darker one. I lost myself there. I had to check on Disney Plus now. Yes, please do. I don't think it were on Disney Plus yet. Yeah, the James Cameron's amazing. It is James Cameron, isn't it? I loved all other ones as well. Is really good. Oh, if it is on there, I'll get a watch. I might make it a weekend thing where I just stick them all on and watch them one after other after other. No, just the two. I thought so. Yeah, they're not far behind, are they? I might have a look on Amazon and see how much it is on there. I bought the Jurassic Park collection other month. Sitting binge watched all that. I love watching movies. I love listening to music, but I love watching my movies as well. Sorry, I went a bit over there. That's number 9. It's a darker patch, so it's good that I can go back over that. I've got 8 here. Yeah, I'll have a look on Amazon Prime, see if it's on there yet. I don't think it is, to be fair. Sometimes I like to just sit and watch films while colouring as well, you know. It passes time on. Pardon me, so sorry. Blooming pop. So gassy. What, I can't. There were another film I wanted to watch, but I can't bloody remember. It's driving me nuts. Did anybody watch the Voyage of the Demeter? I think it is. And the new Dracula film. I forgot what title were there. But there was a new Dracula film that come out. It didn't go in. I don't think it went to cinema though. I don't think it met the cinema criteria. I never saw it advertised in cinema. I think it went straight to Prime. I better say that it flopped. They keep making all these different Dracula films. Because I think it was based, obviously it was based on Vlad the Impaler, or to somewhat lengths of that. And I think there's that many that's come out. There's all different scenarios of it. And I think my favourite out of all those would be the one with Luke Evans. That's my favourite Dracula. And then, well, I said that one and Bram Stoker's Dracula. Those two are my favourite Draculas. And are my go-to if I watch a Dracula film. So I think when I watched that one, it was like, you're just too they try too hard to do them better when they should just stop redoing or remaking or trying to make them better than previous ones, but they'll never stop, will they? When they think about redoing old ones, you know, remakes and stuff, it's like, just leave them. Can't you get another one? I mean, if the old one was rubbish and didn't do well, then fair enough, do a remake and make it better than that. But if the old one was, you know, did really well, what is the point of remaking? I think it's because, like other people have said, it's more along lines of the running out of ideas, aren't they? Don't think I'm going to need to go over this colour either, which saves me a bit of time. But I'm debating whether to use black Posca for the black on this page. That's it, Penny. That's it. You don't really need to. They don't really need to do all when the originals done really well. You know, I just don't see point in remaking them. But you're always going to find that they're going to still do it anyway, regardless. Can anybody hear Cleo? She's snoring. She's heard me say her name, so she's woke up. She's never too far from me. She's under my desk, under my feet. So that's 8 on that bit there. I think this 8 here. Oh, I'm a bit off at video. I'll try and get as much as I can done it next 5 or so minutes, and then I can leave rest for it until the next live stream. If I can't decide what to watch, I just either turn on the Lord of the Rings or the Mummy. Or the first, they are my comfort movies. I think the I definitely got to agree with Mummy. They're on about doing another Mummy though, aren't they? Brendan Fraser is on about coming and doing another Mummy movie. I read that he's wrote somebody in to join him, and it's a popular person. I forgot who it were. But asked somebody to join him to make another movie. I'm trying to remember who it were. I saw a post on it a couple of weeks back. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for a new Mummy movie. Although it disappointed me when they did I think it was the second one or the third one, and it weren't Rachel Weisz that were in it. They got someone else to replace her. It should have been her that did that role. She played it too well. Yeah, I didn't like the third one. I think it's like you said, it didn't have the original cast members in it. They changed Rachel Weisz to someone else, didn't they? Yeah. I mean, I liked the one with Tom Cruise. It were nice. It were different, but it didn't grip me like the one with Brendan Fraser did. I preferred that one. But I'm old school, so I like the older style versions of films like that. Like I say, I'm not knocking the film. I did enjoy the Tom Cruise one. But I still prefer Brendan Fraser's one. And he played so well in The Whale. A really good film, that. With Sadie Sink. I enjoyed that film. I even remember him in George of the Jungle. You remember that, Penny? George of the Jungle. Oh dear. Just gonna go over that because I can see it streaks and it's doing me head in. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Penny. I really do. It was more interesting. I mean, how long's it been since that new Mummy with Tom Cruise has been out? And he hasn't even done a sequel to that one. But yeah, I definitely prefer Brendan's and George at Jungle. No, it was funny, that. He must have had some right laughs portraying that. Just a bit of concentration. Oh, and I've gone over that bit. Shizer. You still see blooming streaks, can't you? Go back over that bit. Also, I did like the Egyptian history and background of those mummy films. It made me more authentic in my mouth. Yeah, I think I'm on the same wavelength. To be fair, Penny, that a bit near enough same reason why I liked it as well. You know, the way they portrayed certain characters, like I forgot what his name were now. Yeah, I forgot name. It's left me. But yeah, the all the history about it and learning about different things. I think the ones that really scared me was the scarab beetles. Imagine running into them, you know, getting eaten alive. That's got to be one way to bloody go, you know. And the way they can bring them back. Is it Amritep or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, the whole process of bringing them back from the dead and etc. Just really interesting. And Benny as well. I think it's Benny. That bit when the ship catches fire, I think it is, boat catches fire, and they're across from river from each other. And it's like, oh, Connell, it looks like you're at the wrong side of the river, or something like that. And then he's like, Benny, oh no, he goes, oh, Connell, it looks like we've got all the horses. And then he goes, Benny, you're on the wrong side of the river. I like that one. And I like Benny because he's also in Deep Rising, if nobody's seen that. That is a really good film. First time I watched Deep Rising, I was hid behind the sofa, and every time I went to the toilet, I had a fear that the tentacle things were going to come up and get me. But yeah, I like Benny in them mummy films. Bless him. But yeah, it's part of the process, isn't it? You know, it's all part of what it used to be like. Well, according to all that, you know, mythology and stuff. You see, I like some stuff with the Native Americans as well. You know, Indians. I love the clothing and their process of you know, the way they believe in afterlife, and they put I know it sounds weird, but like they put curses on land, you know, to protect their traditions and stuff like that. I mean, they said that it were us whites that really, you know, when we took over their land and stuff and wiped them out due to disease and things. It's just a shame, really, getting knowledge from them, and you know. Right, I think this is last bit for number 8, just here. I'll leave that to dry and then just go over that little bit again. I think that's it for, oh, I've got, I think, is that A or B? Oh, blooming heck. Just me. I'm gonna have to go over that bit here anyway. Yeah. When I see all that stuff, it just blows my mind. I think they were incredible people. I think just them in person, you know, the way that the skin and the skin looks so fair and beautiful, black hair and all the headdresses and the clothing, the music, they're just absolutely gorgeous. I know there's still some Native Americans still, you know, still around and that. I'm just wondering if that is for an eyeball is an 8 or not. So I need to just take a peek. Let me look. An eye is yellow. So it's a B. It's the B, like a yellowy colour. So it's not the 8. I'm just double checking I've not missed any 8s. Nope. Right, I'm going to leave it at that for this stream. Next Wednesday we will come back and do the remainder of this page, so I'll put a tag on it. All it is, it's just going to be because I've done up to, just go here, I've done up to 8, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 9 A, B, C, D, Y to do. So that'll probably finish live stream for next week, and then we can pick another page. I think these are much better for me to maintain than what a standard page does. I know some people prefer the, you know, a colour made natural pages like these. But I think these pages just take me a long time, and it'd be a case of me doing like probably 6 live streams. It just take too much time up, you know. So I think these are just more simpler. I can just whiz through it and possibly finish a page on a live stream, or just finish it in 2 live streams. So we're getting there. So that's the entire page so far. So we're getting there. But yeah, thank you very much, Penny. No, it's not a problem at all. I'm enjoying coming back, actually, just catching up on everybody and just, you know, delving into colouring. It just gets me out of, you know, out of me rut of being stuck in living room doing note and, you know, getting to chat with everybody and that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you very much for all of you that come and watched and chatted with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. I will be live as from Wednesday next week at 6 o'clock. I will pop on the pre-schedule live stream in a short while so that you can click the notification bell for when I go live so you don't miss for next Wednesday's live stream. I will pop up another link to another page to colour for next week. Either I could put Tinkerbell, Snow White, and maybe another one, and see what you all want me to colour for the following live stream. So yeah, I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, and the rest of your week. I hope you all take care. I'm sending love and light and best wishes to you all. Again, thank you for coming and watching. I hope to see you next week. Take care, and I'll see you all next week. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye, darlings. Take care. Thank you for watching.